you like bugs?
Well, if you're on my channel, I sure hope you do, because that is the only answer. And that is also the focal point of this video. Hi there, I'm Anastasia. Welcome. I'm the creator of Tymkova Diaries, and I'm also an artist and a writer living in the Pacific Northwest here in Portland. This week, I tasked myself with transforming a chair that I had gotten at the side of the road. It was stained, it was just given out for free by my neighbor, and I had put it in my garden, but I knew that there was more potential for it. And sometimes when I just see a blank slate as an artist, I just feel the urge to create. So I tasked myself with making a folk art kind of transformation of this chair, but really focusing on elements in my garden as well as the bugs that I find within it. If you know me at all, then you know that I'm a huge fan of insects, arachnids, myriapods. I'm a huge fan of every type of little creepy crawly. Throughout the process of painting this chair, I took clips throughout every stage showing the different steps that I took and little bits of me painting. So come along with me as I paint this chair, and we will talk at the end about how I felt about the process. So this is the chair that I am going to be totally revamping. I have painted the bottom and the arms and the back kind of area white. Here is a sketch of the motifs I'm thinking of putting as the kind of focal point of the chair. So I'm a folk artist and a witch, and if you know anything about either of those things, it's that you work with what you have. So I have all of these paints that I've had for years, probably since 2018 or 2019 is when I got most of this. I think this is the color palette that I'm gonna go with. To be a little bit kinder to my knees, I am putting the chair on top of my table. Finished the first day of painting. I really love the color scheme I went with. It's not my usual because I'm not a huge fan of blues, but I think it looks really striking and it reminds me of the blue sky, which is kind of the point. So that is the front. I have the back as well. So I did 2 coats of everything, and I will probably do the legs tomorrow and start on the details. Now the legs are all finished with 2 coats, and I really, really love it. I love the color combination. This is what I got done tonight with the chair. I have added some bees and ants and a cabbage white butterfly, some flowers. And tomorrow I will just add some more details. Here is the progress of the chair details. I've got the spider down and some of the floral details. I think the next step is for me to add the greenery, like the leaves and such, and then I can see where I want to go from there. I have added some greenery to the chair, which really is pulling all of the elements together, I think. I don't want to make it too busy, so I think I will just add some more greenery around the arms, and then I'll just add some of the details to the blue parts, and then I will probably be done with painting. We already have a little friend having a snack upon the chair. It's a good place to chill out. So I know that the painting clips weren't as thorough as I really would have liked. The angles weren't as great, but I wanted to represent what I was doing as authentically as possible. And also, I mentioned this in a blog post that I made about this project, but I do everything with sustainability in mind and also art accessibility. And I don't have certain things accessible to me, which is like, in this case, like also includes like a tripod and things. I wanted to include you in the process, every step of the way of what I was doing, but unfortunately, I just don't have the budget to make it a bit more professional, perhaps, at the moment. But I don't think that that takes away from the kind of exciting sneak peeks on every bit of the process. So it was really fun to do, and it was a lot more effort than I expected. I think it was harder on my body than I expected, which, like, you might not really think. Like, I was just painting a chair, but I've never painted something that has so many angles in it. Like, doing the arms and the legs and the back pieces were just a lot of moving the chair around, moving myself around, and learning exactly like what angles that I needed to paint at. So it was a lot more like physically demanding than I thought it was going to be. But I had a lot of fun. My favorite part of making this chair isn't even the chair itself. It's the enjoyment that the bugs have been having. I have had wasps land on it. The flies especially are obsessed with the chair and they keep landing on it. Yeah, bees, butterflies, everybody seems to adore the chair. And at one point during the painting process, I had a very tiny little jumping spider that was hanging out with me on the chair as well. So I just think that that is, you know, what it was made for. I made it to put in my garden, and I made it so that not only I could enjoy it, but spiders could spin webs on it, and everyone could just perch on it if they needed a rest. So that's been truly what has made this all worth it in the end. If you'd like to see more art videos alongside cooking videos, garden updates, and more, please subscribe or like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.